Hey everyone, this is Dan Bell, and welcome to the Cutting Room Floor. This is episode number 27, and I am joined, as always, with Will Krupinski.
Will Krupinski.
So this is going to be kind of like a explanation. I know people are going to have a lot of questions about the ending of the video, of this video. I implore you, if you have not seen the original video without our commentary, please click on the link in the description and go over there and watch that first. And this is a beautiful shot of the Grand Canyon, and
the burning at the Grand Canyon.
The forest fire. We were choking. So let me get into what happened. So basically, these videos were not meant to be on the main channel. These were Film It videos that we were doing for the Film It channel. If you're not subscribed to the Film It channel, you can go over and check it out. It's more like, like not as polished videos of places that don't really merit a main channel video. So that's kind of like what it is. Because when we're traveling, we see so much stuff, and I love this kind of stuff, but it just isn't what I'm looking for the main channel. So that's why I created the Film It channel. So at this point, I believe this was the day before we got attacked.
Yeah, day before.
Yeah, so we were traveling. We were going to, we were headed towards El Paso, Texas. And we got to El Paso, and it was the next day or the day after that.
It was the next day. Yeah, it was the next day, because we were in El Paso one day, and then we went out to Oregon.
But wait a minute. Did we go... So basically, I stopped in El Paso because I had dust on my lens. Not on my lens, but in my sensor. I needed to get the camera cleaned out. And El Paso was really the only place that had a camera shop that I could go to get it fixed. So that's the reason I think we went to El Paso, because I don't think we were planning to stay there.
No, we weren't planning on staying in El Paso.
But anyway, we got the camera back the same day, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, we went up to Oregon that day, because we were there in the evening.
I thought we went the day after. I thought you got your camera fixed, and then we went the day after.
No, I think it was the same day.
Oh. Either or, it sucked. It wasn't fun.
Right. So, basically, let me get into what happened. So, we're looking for ghost towns on this trip, and we drove about an hour from El Paso to this little town in New Mexico called Oregon. And it wasn't all the way ghost town, but it was...
Yeah, there were still a few people living there.
Yeah, there were still people living there, but there's a lot of abandoned stuff, and nothing really that exciting. I mean, I wanted to... I was I'm looking for locations that we can shoot at night, because I want to, illuminate the buildings and stuff with different color lights. But we got to find a place where there's no people.
Yeah.
But this was not the place. So I said, well, you know what? We'll just shoot a Film It video here. Now I think we're, first of all, very naive.
Oh, yeah.
Here. The desert is not, it's a very hospitable place in the summertime. I mean, I've been to the desert plenty in the winter. In the summertime, it's a completely different place. It's like every bug, snake, everything comes out
trying to get you.
And they're all I've been bitten so many times on this trip by spiders and whatever else. I mean, it's like just yesterday, we're in Las Vegas right now, and yesterday my fingers swelled up huge. My index finger on my right hand, because it was probably a spider or something bit me when we were out I don't know where we were.
I don't know either. Everything's running together.
We were at the Petrified Forest.
Oh, the Petrified Forest,
we were doing the Starman video.
Yeah.
So,
it just seems like this entire trip has been nothing but mishap and mishap
well,
and mishap.
I think because we were naive about things, and I even mentioned the day before we went to this ghost town that I said something about killer bees.
Yeah, because we ran into we ran into regular bees, and then you said something about killer bees.
We were filming a place. I haven't put that video out yet. I'll put it up on the Film It channel soon. But we were at another building out in Texas, near. I don't remember the name of that place.
I don't know either.
But basically, like, it was a old house or whatever, and we were walking around inside, and these bees. At first, in the video, I say,
"Yeah, you thought they were flies."
Yeah, I'm like, there must be something dead in here. There's flies going all around me. And then all of a sudden I got stung. Well, we went into there was like an old bathroom there, and I went into the bathroom and I saw all these bees on the wall, like around this crack on the wall. And I said, oh my God, there's bees. Mm-hmm. Stupid me. I'm like, I want to film them.
Yeah, let's film the bees.
But then a bee came down and stung me on my back.
And we ran.
And we ran out of the place. But the difference between those bees and the bees we encounter in this video, at the end of this video, was night and day.
Oh, yeah.
The bees at the place in Texas, we ran out, and they didn't follow us.
No, they stopped as soon as we were out of the house.
The bees in New Mexico and Oregon didn't stop. Like, they
followed us.
And the further we got away from the building, the more bees that came that surrounded us. These bees weren't like going after, like,
these bees. We came into these bees' territory, and they wanted to punish us for that. That's pretty much what it was.
I mean, the bees are not even. This isn't even like. These are not. Killer bees are not. I mean, they live up to their name.
Yeah.
We were very fortunate. I mean, I got stung. I would say I got stung about 30 times. Most of the stings were on my head. I got 3 or 4 stings on my face, and then I got stung mostly on the back of my head. So literally the entire back of my head swelled up. I'm not allergic to bees, so I didn't have an immediate reaction to it. But it was, the bees were dive bombing. They more go after your face and your head.
Yeah, well, it stung me in the face too.
Yeah, Will got stung in the face as well. They come after your head. They don't really.
Yeah, they just want to kill you as fast as possible.
Yeah, here we are. This is the lodge that we were at, and we run into a rattlesnake here, which I thought, oh, that'll be the highlight of what could possibly happen. And boy, was I wrong. So basically what happened was, and if you watch in the original video with the sound, it is so chilling. I still get chills when we go into that room and you can hear the hive. And, we're naive. I didn't know that, like, this could happen. Like, I didn't think this was possible.
We weren't really looking for that at all. It wasn't on our brain.
So, and by the way, anytime you get near abandoned buildings out west, there's cow poop everywhere.
Yeah.
Cows are all over the place. Cattle poop
just walking
all over.
Around.
And there's that little rattlesnake. Luckily, he didn't bite me.
Yeah, he didn't seem to care too much.
It might have been a good thing if he had bit me, because we would have left and then not gotten stung by bees. But basically what happened was, we walked into that little room. Will is there. You can hear the hive. Mm-hmm. And I felt a bee hit me on the back of the head and sting me. I mean, it was like an immediate sting on the back of my head. And then I'm like, ow! And I turn around and I see bees. And I'm like, okay, run. And I got about 5 or 10 feet into the other room. And literally I had about, I'd say, couple dozen, 3 dozen bees already on top of my head. Mm-hmm. Like, they're just swarming around me. So I threw the camera that I had just gotten back from the camera shop. And I threw the camera. And as I'm running away, more and more bees. And I'm just at the point where when I got outside, I was so confused because I'm like, why aren't they not stopping? Like, they're not stopping.
They're continuing to come after us.
They just wouldn't stop. And it was more and more and more. And you just can't think because you're in shock. Like, it was terrifying.
Yeah, you go into just panic mode, basically.
I was screaming because I was being stung so much. Will just took off running.
I'm running down the side of the road waving my arms at all these bees around my head.
Yeah, Will ran, and I luckily had the car right there. So I jump in the car, and I'm screaming because I'm in fucking immense pain because I've got stings on my face, in my hair. There's bees still stinging me because they came in the car with me. As soon as I shut the door, it seemed like this, like, beehive. Not beehive.
The hive.
A and B. I'm like...
a floating beehive.
It seemed like the second group of bees...
were much angrier?
No, I mean, it just seemed like another group was right behind the first group that was on top of me. When I shut the door, this, like, cloud of bees just smashed into the window. Like, they were just hitting the window, and it sounded like rain was smacking into the window. And there were bees all over the windshield, all over the side windows, all over the top of the car. They're crawling into the crevices of the car, trying to get in the car. I'm in the car smacking as many bees as I can, killing them, because there was probably I'd say about 30 bees in the car with me, and they're buzzing around, stinging me. You know, and these bees, when they sting you, they die. And immediately I'm like, oh my God, Will. I got to get Will. So I just floored it. I started the car up. I floored it through a fence, like Smoking the Bandit style. Like, I just went right through a fence. I didn't even care what happened to the car. I just wanted to get Will, make sure he was safe. Will was running up the road, and I pulled up to him. And I
tried to open the door, and it was locked.
The door was locked. So I unlocked the door. He got in. He's, in tremendous pain. He's been stung. Not as many times as I got stung, but
anytime you get stung in the face, it's terrible.
The worst part, too, was I was ready to leave. And then I'm like, oh my God, my camera is inside. And it's only about maybe 20 feet from the hive.
Yeah, right in the doorway, basically.
So we are trying to figure out how to get the camera. Meanwhile, we're in complete... I mean, I'm having an anxiety attack like I've never had before. Like, I was in complete pain. Like, I was literally like, oh my God, I'm going to die. The bee stings are horrible. And this is the part here where you can hear the thing. But anyway, we had to wait. We kept trying to go into the building. We would pull up in the car. As soon as we opened the door, the bees were right back
at us. Right
back trying to get into the car. So we had to wait... I would say over an hour. This is a part, if you listen here, you can hear that beehive. And here I run and throw the camera. Oh, it was horrible. Oof. I hate watching.
I know, it's like reliving it every time. I don't even like
watching it. It freaks me out so bad. But anyway, finally we got to a point we pulled up. I jumped out of the car, ran in as fast as I could, grabbed the camera, ran back to the car.
Then I slammed on the gas.
and we just took off. And I mean, now the camera was on longer than that, but I cut it down because you don't hear anything. The sound on the mic got screwed up when it hit the floor. So luckily nothing broke.
That's surprising to me.
I can't believe the camera, it was fine. It just seemed like I was preparing to be stung up and have a broken camera, but luckily that didn't happen. But anyway, here we're winding down here. Just be careful with those killer bees. I don't know what else to tell people. I have never had an experience like that before in my entire life. It was absolutely terrifying. It was the worst experience I've ever had. And I'm just thankful that we both got out.
Yes, we're alive and safe, and we have survived a killer bee attack.
We are survivors. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back soon.